Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, the world just doesn't give anything back? Like you're constantly putting good out there, only to be met with indifference? If you've ever felt that way, I want to tell you a story. Once, in a quiet, ordinary town, lived a man who was convinced that nothing good ever came his way. His days were a blur of work, rushing, and constant worry. He saw happiness in the lives of others, but it always seemed to skip his doorstep. Life, for him, was a one-way street of effort with no reward. One evening, dragging his tired feet home after another long day, he noticed something out of the corner of his eye. A tiny kitten, no bigger than his hand, was stuck on top of a tall wooden fence. It was meowing pitifully, its little body trembling. Too scared to climb down, the man paused. His first thought was to keep walking. He was exhausted. His own problems felt heavy enough without adding a stray cat to the mix. He just wanted to get home, shut the door, and forget the world. But then he looked into the kitten's eyes. Something in that look, that pure and deluded fear, stopped him in his tracks. He couldn't just leave it there. With a heavy sigh, he walked over to the fence. "All right, little one, let's get you down," he muttered, more to himself than to the cat. He reached up gently, his hands moving slowly so as not to spook it further. But the kitten was frantic. As soon as his fingers touched its fur, it panicked, scratching his hand with its tiny, sharp claws before leaping to the ground. It didn't pause, didn't look back. It just vanished into the shadows of a nearby alley. The man stood there, looking at the fresh red scratch on the back of his hand. He let out a bitter laugh. "Well, so much for kindness," he said to the empty street. "Even a cat doesn't appreciate it. It just confirmed everything he already believed. You give, and the world takes. And sometimes it even scratches you for your trouble." He went home feeling more dejected than ever. The small act of kindness feeling like another personal failure. They were wide with terror, too small, desperate orbs in the fading light. But then came the morning. He opened his front door, ready to face another grueling day, and stopped. There, sitting on his doormat as if it had been waiting for him, was the very same kitten. The kitten dropped the flower at his feet, gave a soft meow, and then sat down, purring. It looked up at him with those same big eyes, but this time they weren't filled with fear. And held delicately in its mouth was a single, small flower, a little purple daisy, its stem slightly crushed. It was a strange gift, a perplexing one, but it was undeniably a gift. The man was stunned. He bent down and picked up the flower, a smile slowly spreading across his face for the first time in what felt like ages. From that day on, the little cat became his regular visitor. Every morning, it would be there, waiting on his doorstep. Sometimes it brought a brightly colored leaf, other times a fallen bird feather, or just another flower petal. And sometimes it brought nothing at all but its warm, purring presence, rubbing against his legs as he prepared to leave for work. This small, consistent ritual began to change him. He started looking forward to his mornings. He began to see the world differently. He realized that the kitten wasn't repaying a debt. It was simply returning the kindness it had been shown, in the only way it knew how. And that's when the man finally understood a profound truth. Kindness isn't a transaction. It's not a business deal where you give something and expect an immediate, equal return. It's a seed. You plant it, you walk away, and you might even forget about it. But that seed is never wasted. It takes root in the soil of the world, and it grows. It might not grow where you planted it, and it might not bloom when you expect it to. But every single seed of kindness grows, in its own time, and in its own beautiful, unexpected way. So, The next time you feel like your efforts are unnoticed, I want you to remember this story. Be kind, even when no one seems to be watching. Help someone, even if you don't get a thank you. Do good, not for the applause, but because it's right. Because your kindness is a seed you're planting in the world. And trust me, it will always find its way back to you, often in a form more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that aims to add a little light to your day. See you next time.